A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that underscores the growing tensions surrounding immigration in Europe, Poland has reintroduced temporary border controls with Germany and Lithuania. This decision, effective from midnight on Sunday and set to last until August 5th, comes as a response to mounting public concerns about irregular migration and the rise of far-right sentiments within the country. The reimposition of these border checks is the latest example of how EU governments are taking measures that threaten the integrity of the Schengen zone, which has long allowed passport-free travel across many European countries. The Polish government has faced increasing pressure from anti-immigration campaigners who allege that Germany is sending migrants back to Poland, despite these individuals not having originally entered Germany through Poland, a claim that German authorities have denied. As part of these new measures, hundreds of additional police officers and soldiers have been deployed to monitor 52 border crossings with Germany and 13 with Lithuania. The sight of border guards and military police inspecting vehicles has become common, particularly on the bridge connecting the Polish town of Słubice with Frankfurt an der Oder in Germany. The Polish government argues that these checks are necessary to combat illegal migration, particularly as they claim that hundreds of migrants, primarily from the Middle East, are crossing into the Baltic states from Belarus and then traveling through Poland into Germany each month. The issue of migration has become a politically charged topic in Poland, leading to heightened tensions with Germany. Warsaw has accused Berlin of sending back irregular migrants it intercepts, further complicating the situation. Interior Minister Tomasz Siemoniak stated that these checks aim to address illegal migration and highlighted a recent incident where Polish border guards detained an Estonian national for allegedly assisting irregular migrants from Afghanistan. This detention, according to Siemoniak, illustrates the necessity of the newly implemented checks. Germany, which had already introduced checks on its border with Poland earlier this year, has expressed support for Poland's initiative and emphasized the need for cooperation to tackle this shared issue. However, concerns have been raised by representatives of the business community, particularly regarding the potential impact on cross-border commuters and the economy. Helena Melnikov, CEO of the German Chamber of Industry and Commerce, warned that if commuters cannot reliably cross the border, there may be long-term repercussions for the labor market, especially in areas already facing a shortage of skilled workers. Local residents are also feeling the effects of the reintroduced checks. Marek Klodnicki, an administrative employee living in Słubice but working in Germany, expressed sadness over the return of border controls, stating that he had long awaited the benefits of open borders. Business owners, especially those reliant on German customers, are bracing for a decline in revenue due to the new checks. Kinga Juba, a cigarette vendor, noted that 90% of her customers are Germans, and she fears the checks will lead to fewer sales. Despite these concerns, Juba acknowledged the necessity of the checks for security reasons. The topic of migration was a key issue in Poland's recent presidential election, where nationalist candidate Karol Nawrocki, who campaigned on a platform prioritizing Polish citizens, narrowly defeated pro-European Union candidate Donald Tusk. In response to the rising anti-immigrant sentiment, the Tusk government is now attempting to adopt a tougher stance on immigration to regain political ground. The temporary border controls will involve spot inspections, especially targeting vehicles with multiple occupants. As public sentiment continues to shift, the Polish government must navigate the delicate balance between national security and the economic implications of border restrictions. The situation remains fluid, and the potential for an extension of these measures looms as the government strives to address the complex challenges posed by migration and public opinion. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.